Welcome to From My Kitchen to Your Kitchen. Thank you for joining me today. I'm your host, Linda Johnson, and today we are going to make shrimp and grits. Now, I never thought I cared for grits growing up or even for many, many years until I lived at the beach. And then that was the first time I ever made or ever had shrimp and grits. And I'll tell you what, I loved it. So we're going to try it today. I've never made it, so this will be a first time. Hope it turns out, and I hope you try it because I know in a restaurant it's really good. So it's got, of course, shrimp, got your grits, cheese, some butter, some chicken broth, and some whole milk. So right now in the pan, I have cooking, bringing to a boil 2 cups of chicken broth. I use low sodium. 2 cups of whole milk, which you normally don't have on hand, but I bought a little pint thing, and that's exactly 2 cups. And I also have 4 tablespoons of butter. So you bring that to a boil, and it's almost there. So we'll have to wait and see when that gets there. Um, I have the shrimp, which is peeled, deveined, and all cleaned, no tail on it. Actually, it takes 1 pound, this recipe. Um, I bought the 1 pound at Walmart, exactly 1 pound, so that worked out good. I added all this up. This makes a serving for 4. So a family of 4 could eat this shrimp and grits recipe um, for dinner for approximately $12. So that's not bad. You can't even go to McDonald's for a family of 4, probably costs you $55 nowadays. I don't know, but this is a lot better. Of course, it's not the healthiest thing there is. You got the whole milk, you got the butter. Chicken broth is sodium free. I mean, low sodium, I'm sorry. It does take cheddar cheese. I think it's 1 cup is what I did. Yeah, 1 cup. It takes 3/4 cup of grits. So we will try our hand at that. I did fry up some bacon to put on, sprinkle on top, and a little bit of green onion. So we're going to try it. I have my Cabana Boy shirt on, pretending I'm at the beach, I guess. Um, but it's a real popular dish when you're at the beach, and it's also, they're getting the shrimp right from the ocean, so it probably tastes twice as good. But we'll see. A lot of recipes call for more than one type of cheese. This recipe just called for cheddar cheese, so that's what we're doing today. So this is just about boiling. We can get that going here. And what you're going to do is you're going to take your grits, 3/4 cup of grits, and we're going to whisk it in to our milk and butter and chicken broth. Should give it a pretty good flavor. It's almost boiling. I think it's there. So you're going to whisk that in. I am going to be looking at the recipe because I've never made it before. I'm changing it around just a tad. I don't put a whole lot of one part of the recipe. They have you fry up your bacon and then you cook your um, shrimp in some of the bacon grease, which I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do it in butter. So that's a little bit healthier. So we'll go ahead and put our grits in and just whisk it up. It's all good and um, whisk together. Simmer for 10 to 15 minutes. After the 10 or 15 minutes, then you turn it off and put a cover on it, and it will cook the rest of the way. Will soften up. But in the meantime, you want to whisk every once in a while. So we're going to go ahead and we turn this down a little bit so it's just simmering and not like bubbling over. I'm going to set the timer on 15 minutes just to be sure. So we're going to simmer that. a little bit. Okay, in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and start cooking the shrimp. It doesn't take very long to cook the shrimp. A lot of people don't like shrimp. A lot of people don't like grits. So maybe combined together you might like them. I didn't think I would like the shrimp and grits, but I've had it. A lot of restaurants nowadays sell it. You don't have to live just at the beach. So we'll go ahead and turn this on. Got a fairly large pan because the shrimp is supposed to be jumbo shrimp. So I did go ahead and rinse it off, and then you have to pat it dry. So we'll go from there. Just melt that all up, get this good and hot. You probably would have added a little bit more flavor if you had cooked the shrimp in the uh, bacon grease, but I didn't. I'm trying to go a little bit more healthier than it says, so we'll see. I'm going to go ahead and put this in right now. Normally, shrimp only takes about 2 minutes on each side, so we'll see. I have it down kind of low, so I'm going to go ahead and salt or pepper the shrimp. Only you could salt and pepper it if there isn't added salt to your shrimp. But I did see where on the package that there was added salt, so I'm not going to add any more. And let me see where we're at here. Okay, so we'll go ahead and we'll come back when the shrimp is done and when the grits are done. See what it looks like. Well, we'll finish it up almost, not quite. Okay, see you in a minute. Okay, so the grits have cooked for 10 minutes. I mean, almost 15. I think they were done about 14, 15, 14 minutes. So it said turn it off the heat and then cover it, and it'll continue cooking, while it's sitting there. So the shrimp is just about done. You just want to have it pink. Don't want to overcook it. Like this, nice and pink. It didn't look like that when I put it in there. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to add, so I'd say the shrimp is done. So we're going to go ahead and add, the shrimp only took maybe 5 minutes. Um, we're going to add a half a cup of chicken broth to it. And we just want to do that to cook it long enough to heat up the chicken broth. And then we're almost done. Next thing we'll do, when that's all heated up, we'll go ahead and add the cheese to the grits. That should be good. You really don't need to serve this with anything else, your whole meal. No, some people probably have had grits for breakfast many, many times. I saw my dad doing it a few times, and he would put a little thing of butter on it and some salt and pepper, and that's how he ate it. So I haven't really got that far to eating that yet, but I like it this way, so I know I probably like it that way. But maybe I like it this way because the cheese is on here. I don't know. So it looks like it's getting there. It's only about, doesn't take very long. I already had the butter in there, so the recipe says to add butter, but I already had, I fried the shrimp in butter, or cooked the shrimp in butter. So we're going to go ahead and I didn't salt it. I don't think that was necessary. Now we're going to go ahead and add our cheese to our grits. This really only takes maybe 30 minutes, and that's with prepping everything. Um, so I don't know if you're supposed to whisk it or just stir it in until cheese is melted. I think we'll just stir it. It probably would be pretty good with different kinds of cheeses, I imagine. But I tried to make this as budget friendly as I could. I don't want to buy too many cheeses. They're not that cheap. I'm going to turn that off so it looks like that's all done. I don't want to be cooking the shrimp too much. What they look like. Nice and tasty. Okay, so I think that's pretty much done. Let me get a, I'll just use this spoon. We'll go ahead and get a plate. And serve some up. It's time to eat it, I would believe. Pretty plate, isn't it? Well, I made a mess. Should have got a bigger spoon. How about this spoon? We'll try. I know if you're at a restaurant, you get a lot. You don't want to serve it making a mess. Okay. And we'll go ahead and put some shrimp on it. Depends on how much shrimp you want. Maybe put a little bit of liquid over top your shrimp. Like that. Garnish it with a little bit of bacon and green onions. What do you think about that? Looks pretty good, doesn't it? I think so. Well, I hope you try it. I can't wait to dig into it. I could taste a little bit, I guess, but it's probably going to be really, really hot. I'll taste a little. Yeah, pretty hot. The grits are really good. Okay. So I hope you have a chance to try shrimp and grits. It's really good. You can get it at a lot of restaurants around, and especially at the beach. Anywhere near the beach, you can get shrimp and grits. It's always fresh shrimp. So that was pretty easy. It was approximately $12 for a family of 4 to eat this. So give it a try. It's not something you can really make ahead or freeze, but it sure is tasty when you get ready to eat it. So I hope you enjoyed the show, and not sure what we're going to make next week, but enjoy the summer because now it's June and it's time to get outside, swim in the pool, go to the beach, whatever you'd like to do in the summertime. Go camping. So we'll see you next time on From My Kitchen to Your Kitchen. And don't forget, let's make cooking fun. See you next week.